9 people locked in. I appreciate you late ones, man. I appreciate it. Please hit the like button. Bro, I don't rate Arteta's man management. There's plenty of good ones, but there's too many things I can sit here as an honest fan and criticize or ask a question, you know? You know, even a couple like what's going on there, because, you know, I look at it, you know, even the guys he rates, why are they all snaking you? You know, you wanted to allegedly give Mustafi a new deal. Why is he snaking you? You know, why does Xhaka say, all right, fuck that, I hear what you're saying, but I'm going to play under Jose Reed, boy. We hear Leno wants to, well, the new rumors Leno new contract, but we hear he wants to skate. Bellerin as well. These are all guys that you hear are key parts, big characters, leaders, all these things. They're allowed to do what they want. They got no allegiances to Arsenal. It's a job for them. They've got one career, do your thing. But why is that? Why? And the thing is, for me, there's too many. Oh, what's going on with Guendouzi? Why did, you know, what happened with Ozil? What happened with Mustafi? What happened with Socrates? What happened with these guys? What happened with that guy? What, you know, what happened with Aubameyang? What happened? There's too many of that. And at some point, you have to look at the manager. It can't all be you know. And for me, I think of people that need allegiances. I don't see a squad that looks young and hungry like the manager's alleged to be. And I think you can do that with, if you bring in the Ben White, you play Gabriel, you play Tini, you have long-term thoughts of what you're doing with Saliba, Balogun, Martinelli, and the rest of them in mind. I don't always see that. If we're meant, that's what pees me off about this club, because we're meant to be young, self-financing. We're meant to have a mandate of a young player in our first team every 2 years. So what's going on? What's going on? You know, you can't sign. The problem is, for me, there's not really, this is the first time I've seen proactive steps in relation to Saliba. We heard he could have rent Rennes last year. He turned it down after feeling some sort of way, and then we messed up with St Etienne. But you can't just, it's like we always say, you sign a creative man, you expect magic to happen. It don't work like that. There needs to be active steps. As I said, you want Martinelli to be a striker, he has to go through those tough times. Saliba have to go through those tough times. Centre mids have to go through those tough times. Goalkeepers, I know De Gea is a bit shaky now, but do you remember when he landed in the Prem? He found it tough. Then eventually it started banging for him. You don't get anywhere with adversity. Come on, people. If you look riding a bike, how many of you just hopped on the bike and started riding? I didn't, because I dropped on the floor in Pim's Park hella times. Dad looking at me, get up. Wanted to cry and ball, get up, get up. That's what life is. Now a man can ride a bike. Like, do you get it? You have to go through those moments. You have to go through those moments, you know? It is what it is, man. Arsenal Football Club, man. What a club. But yeah, man. Go. I don't like my timestamps like that, so I'm patting this up. I big up everybody that's locked in, man. I've seen a lot of positive comments on my work rate and things like that. I really appreciate them comments there, man. Pardon me. Sorry, folks. Let me see if my other videos uploaded temporarily, man. Yeah, big up everybody who's locked in. I'm gonna get back into it in a sec, people, but need to pattern up something. Sorry, folks. I'm still here. Get your opinions and them things there locked in. Yay. I don't know about no unmonetized YouTube, but I work bloody hard. You better monetize my vid. Sorry, people, man. You gotta get how you live, man. Give me 2 secs. I'll be back on it. Keep your opinions and then teams coming. We got to talk about Reece Nelson, this BS about Ramos, where you know it's not happening, but nonetheless, it wasted some time and humors us. It what really isn't a laughing matter for Arsenal fans. What I hope is that, as I said, man, you'd imagine that we're going to see a centre half arrive within the next, I don't want to say days, but in the next period. That would be, you know, be lovely to have one to start pre-season with. But Ben White's with England. He might be dumped out tomorrow, which we hope is not the case. But you get the point, people. You get the point. And I appreciate everyone who's been messing with the content and supporting the thing today, man, because it's been content overload, really and truly, innit? Hit the like button if you haven't, man. And this is the problem, Best. You said it again, specific pathways, you know. All right, you need to go on loan now, but you're going to be certain, you know, in this year, you're going to be there, or you're not ready now, you're going to be this. We don't know what we did. Well, Saliba's gone on loan, but just until today, we didn't know what we're doing with Saliba. We didn't know what's happening with Maitland. You don't know what's happening with Joe. There's speculation of going and staying and going and staying. We don't know. It's all halfway house. And fundamentally, it comes with, we don't know what we're doing with these young players. We don't. That's why Bear Man are in the halfway house. You look at Chelsea, they say, all right, cool. Gilmore, you've been doing your thing. Last season, you was in and amongst. Go Norwich now. Go give us a game and show us levels, you know, and then come back the following year. And there's many other examples of such. Oh, Saliba's playing, you know. He's doing his thing, man. DG, show us that goal. Fuck it, man. Why not, man? Let me find it.
Yeah, against this right back, Charlie.
Oh yeah, man, love for that. You lot make some, bro. Half bare man ain't kicked the ball, just moaning for the sake of it, bro. Arteta might be, Arteta just scared. He's pragmatic, man. He don't take the risks, bro. He don't. He has to. I mean, I can't sit here and say he doesn't take risks because I'm in the semi-final. There's a fine line between risk and stupidity, but he did go with a false nine. But I think real risk, he's buckled under it, man. Arteta could be the best man management in a few years. He's still learning his craft. That's true. But right now we're being pained, isn't it? Is what it is. And this is it, sir. At the moment, Ben is ahead of Saliba. Holding is ahead of Saliba. Saliba can lap them, but right now a lot of players are ahead of him. That doesn't mean he ain't got the potential to be a madness. I'm not trying to see Saliba play right back. Find a proper right back, man. Because when you're throwing him in at right back and man are struggling and man are saying he's shoehorning him, yeah, it'd be a good experience. But listen, play man at centre half, man. I just think he rates Neeks personally. That's just me, man. I don't think he rates the man them like that. Like, it seems like anyone with a bit of a chip and a swagger, he's not really with them, man. Like, that's just me. I don't want to speculate, man. I'm sure if Saliba come with some jack-ups and some brazy glasses and, wasn't a saucy guy, I'm sure he would be playing, man. I don't think the Lit has peaked young, but he's still learning his craft. Look at the Lit. Look at the criticisms he's facing. He's gone to Italy. And I said it the same thing. Like, you've gone to Italy and you've got a red card like that. Man, a young man. I hope we can all sit here and laugh about it laugh about this. Yo, remember you, man, and us, we thought it was done for Saliba, but who knows, man? Who knows? It is what it is in that regards, folk, man. Was Fofana ready? Them man there had an active plan. Fofana's more ready than him. They gave Fofana a chance. We all know he should be given a chance. And even then, people don't talk about when Fofana fucks up, like in the FA Cup or like the dodgy games. They all just want to wank when he has the games or the thing. But the problem is, unlike Arsenal, Rodgers had the balls to play him, had a system, had people that he could, if it went left, could have pulled him out of it, He's and a clear system of how to improve players, like you've seen with James Justin, Siyinchu. Obviously, away from him, you've got Kolo Toure you can learn from. You had Wes Morgan, he's retired now. You've got Johnny Evans there. That's again my trailer thought why I'm saying send a man to Brighton. You have Dan Burn, football purists and man that understand football. You understand, don't look at the name. You can learn a lot there. But we'll have to see. I think he can learn a lot under Sao Paulo, but that's it. As I said, when it comes to the going gets tough, Arteta's not trying to do this thing. And I think these guys, you can't build a new mentality with the same old players. I think Saliba, Balogun, Martinelli, Saka, Tini, the newcomers like Partey and Gabriel, these are the guys, if you want to build up a new mentality, it is what it is. We hope Saliba can be there, man. I wouldn't be so sure he ain't signing a new contract with us, but I'm pessimistic. We can never say never, man. I think he might have stayed if there was some European football, but it's dead, isn't it? There's no European football. So, he's upgraded, fam. Man, are playing Europa League. You better play in Europe, bro. Hopefully he gets a move to a big boy team and he shows levels, but it is what it is. You know me, I'm going Dozier Saliba FC, man. Big up DG, hit the like button. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, and then they have tough moments, and then these same fans are gonna cry about them, man. I do, like I said, there's no excuse for me not to give him game time. But if we're gonna sit here, bring in another centre half, Gabriel, who I think is the same stage as Saliba, slightly more ahead, I need to see him playing. You're only gonna give Chambers and Marie. All right, cool. As much as I want Saliba to stay, all right, cool, loan him out, but make sure there's a plan. And man, man aced that job interview, man. Serious lies were told, boy. Serious dreams were sold. Serious dreams, man. I mean, it's Flo, please be sensible with what you're saying. You know, there's no need to accuse man of racism. And let's be real, if the club has done one thing, you know, the club have clearly, you think the club are not going to look after a man with his mother, go and look at the research of what they've done. Let's be a bit fair and stop being stupid now. And let's be a bit sensitive. Talk about his football. Do not talk about his family, what you know you did and didn't do, to kind of insulate that, or kind of say or claim, better yet, that the club, you know, haven't done anything when a man's mum died or whatever. Let's not lie, because Arsenal might not be Arsenal. We can criticize him about not having chances, but let's be really honest. You think the club isn't going to do all they can? In fact, it's documented that they have. That's one thing we don't need to talk about. Talk about our man's family, man. What are we doing, man? That's silly. Come on now, you're better than that. Don't let your anger for Saliba not being involved, lies. Bro, if I'm Saliba, I'm not signing a new deal. Unless you say, all right, cool, I'm being used now. They're probably just playing him into the shop window. You know, Saliba could be going out on loan to leave on a perm next year. Because he's gonna have 2 years deal. Why are you gonna sign? They lied to you. Why are you gonna sign, bro? Hey DG, drag the podcast out a bit more. I need them to get me through. Well, I bro, I could only talk about what I got to talk about. I appreciate that, man. Let's not draw speculation, because, you know, Saliba and Guendouzi's futures do not have to be into that. They could have just picked the club for the sake of it, but it is what it is, man. Bro, they're just gonna, as long as they can get their 27 million back, the club won't care. I wouldn't go as far to say it's beyond the French league, because you can't. This is what don't make sense, you know. You lot cry about saying he's outgrown this league or